Hello, Ashley. What do you want?
After what happened to Jenkins, the crew could use some good news. They'll be glad to hear you're okay.
Sounds like you're disappointed I survived.
I never want to see anything bad happen to a fellow Marine commander. Let's just leave it at that.
You have a problem with me, Chief?
You questioned my competence through the entire mission.
Best way to stop that is to show me you're competent. But I don't remember inviting you to come back to the ship with us.
You didn't. Captain Anderson did.
You gonna say that final word at all?
I need to go speak with Joker.
Goodbye, Commander.
I don't like you. I made that explicitly clear the first time I met you. Hello, Caden. Wait, Dr. Chakwas.
Yes, Commander? Is there something you need?
How well do you know the Lieutenant?
I'd never worked with him before this mission. But he has an impressive service record. Over a dozen special commendations. Tends to keep to himself, though. Maybe because of the headaches. It's not easy being an L2.
What does that have to do with it?
Well, most biotics now use the L3 implants. Lieutenant Alenko was wired with the old L2 configuration. Sometimes there are complications.
The implants are designed to help facilitate biotic powers.
What kind of complications?
Severe mental disabilities, insanity, crippling physical pain. There's a long list of horrific side effects. Caden's lucky. He just gets migraines.
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
Oh, I got experience from that. Neat. Hello, Caden.
Glad to see you're okay, Commander.
You're just not gonna talk to me. Okay, I see how it is. Joker!
Good timing,
Hey,
Commander.
dude.
I was just about to bring us into the Citadel. See that taxpayer money at work.
Oh yeah, here we go. There it is!
Look at the size of that ship.
The Ascension, flagship of the Citadel fleet.
Well, size isn't everything.
Why so touchy, Joker?
I'm just saying you need firepower, too.
Look at that monster. Its main gun could rip through the barriers in any ship in the Alliance fleet.
Good thing
Kind
it's
of
on
what
our
it's
side.
designed for.
Citadel Control, this is SSV Normandy, requesting permission to land.
Stand by for clearance, Normandy.
I love the different ship
Clearance
designs. They're
granted.
so
You may begin
cool.
your approach. Transferring you to an Alliance operator.
Roger, Alliance Tower, Normandy out.
I am gonna need
This is
to turn down
Alliance
the
Tower.
music volume.
Please
It's pretty
proceed
loud
to
though.
Dock 422.
Okay. Look
This
at
is
that.
an outrage! The Council would step in if the Geth attacked a Turian colony?
The Turians don't found colonies on the borders of the Terminus systems, Ambassador.
Humanity was well aware of the risks when you went into the Traverse.
What about Seren? You can't just ignore a rogue Spectre. I demand action!
You don't get to make demands of the Council, Ambassador.
Citadel Security is investigating your charges against Saren. We will discuss the CSEC findings at the hearing, not before.
The Solarian Council member
Captain Anderson,
is garbage.
I see you brought half your crew with you.
Just the ground team from Eden Prime.
Dude, that's
In
3
case you had any
people, not
questions.
counting him.
I have the mission reports. I assume they're accurate?
They are. Sounds like you convinced the Council to give us an
Ambassador
audience.
Dean, I can't stand him.
They were not happy about it. Seren's their top agent. They don't like him being accused of treason.
They're blind.
I'm not gonna sit on my ass just because the Council doesn't want to do anything. If they won't stop Saren, I will.
Settle down, Commander. You've already done more than enough to jeopardize your candidacy for the Spectres. The mission on Eden Prime was a chance to prove you could get the job done. Instead, Nihilus ended up dead and the beacon was destroyed.
That's Saren's fault, not his.
Then we better hope the CSEC investigation turns up evidence to support our accusations. Otherwise, the Council might use this as an excuse to keep you out of the Spectres. Come with me, Captain. I want to go over a few things before the hearing. Shepard, you and the others can meet us at the Citadel Tower, top level. I'll make sure you have clearance to get in.
We couldn't have left
That's
her
why
on the
I
ship.
hate politicians.
I don't want to agree with you on that, but I guess it would.
I understand
Hello.
what you're saying, but these allegations are very serious. I can't just... This is serious. My reputation is at stake. I spoke with the consort in confidence, and her alone, and she betrayed that confidence. All right. I will look into it for you. In the meantime, do not do anything rash. Hello there, human. Sincere apology, but I am here on business and cannot be distracted right now.
The reason why they speak in monotone and also like state their intended tone is because, as a species, they don't really possess many vocal inflections. They rely more on subtle body language and pheromones, which a lot of species in Alliance space can't pick up on.
You seem distressed. Is there something I can do to help?
Alarmed response. You overheard that, did you? This is all going so wrong, and it is the Asari consort's fault. She's the one who started all this.
Who's this Asari consort?
Curious, you have not heard. You must be new to the Citadel. Everyone knows Sha'ira, the consort. I cannot speak more about this problem. It is too sensitive. Suffice it to say, she has compromised my authority as a diplomat.
Where can I find this Asari consort?
She is across the bridge from here. Her offices are easy enough to spot. Good day, human.
They also live in they originated from a very high gravity planet, so they didn't have any mountains.
Please
At least nothing
greeting.
bigger than large hills.
Human, it is always good to see your kind. I am Ambassador Kalen. Genuine query. Is there something I can do for you this day?
Why do you explain what you're about to say?
Our people communicate less through words and more through sentence-like movements. Plainly, we discovered our vocal expression was not enough to convey the feelings of our conversations to other species.
Why do you bother, Kalen? These Earth Clan don't really care about our ways.
Remorseful response, Din. You don't truly believe that, and if you do, I am very sorry for you.
Tell me more about your species.
Genuine enthusiasm. I delight in telling the history of my people. It is agreeable to share our culture with others.
Yes.
Tell me about the history and origins of the Elcor.
The Elcor were just beginning to explore Council space when the Asari first made contact with us. With their help, we discovered the relay closest to our system, and from there the Citadel. Proudly, within one lifetime we established a regular route to the Citadel, and quickly became one of the more active species living on this great station.
I don't know how long they live, so I don't know if that's impressive or not.
Tell me more about your species.
Genuine enthusiasm.
Okay.
I delight
Culture.
I'd like to know more about the culture of the Elcor.
Frankly, we Elcor prefer the safety and familiarity of our own colonies to the confines of space travel. Our society is built on small, tight-knit groups.
I think
though
they're
we are always
nomadic.
welcoming to outsiders.
On
Our
their
government
planet.
tends to be very stable. Our people are not very comfortable with sudden changes.
I might be wrong about that, though.
Goodbye, Ambassador.
Sincere farewell. Good day to you, human. Enjoy your time on the Citadel.
Earth Clan, you are in the wrong place, I think. Your ambassador is next door in the large office.
Chastising remark. Don't be so rude, Din. At least introduce yourself.
I am Din Korlak, Volus Ambassador. Is there something I can do for you, Earth Clan?
The Volus all wear those suits because they originate from a planet that has a vastly different atmosphere than most other species on the Citadel.
You seem to have a bit of a chip on your shoulder, Din.
You humans are new to the Citadel, and yet the Council has granted you great favor.
Chastising rebuke, Din. Your species has always been granted many concessions. Volus territory has expanded tenfold since coming to the Citadel.
To be fair, the Turians and the humans did get into a minor
We still
war
have
when
no
they
real
first
say
interacted.
in the decisions that affect Citadel space.
I'd like to know more about the Volus.
I'm sure our history and culture would bore you.
You're making
Earth
assumptions.
Clan.
Tell me about Volus culture.
We are tribal by nature, but our ways are not violent. We barter and trade
They're
our
very
lands and
mercantile
tribe
species.
members in order to increase status. Larger tribes often engulf smaller ones and eventually split again. Our society is very malleable, and our government is always shifting and changing. Since we're not physically adept, we trade our services for protection.
Actually, I would like to know more about your history.
My people came to the Citadel shortly after the Asari and Solarians had discovered it. We were instrumental in establishing a standardized galactic economy. However, despite our long association with the Citadel and our many contributions to galactic society, we still do not hold a seat on the Council.
Which doesn't seem very fair. Of course,
Goodbye,
the Council
Ambassador.
is, like, terrible.
Yes. Good day, Earth Clan.
Hello. Hi, Avina.
Good day, Commander. The human ambassador is up the stairs, first room on the right.
You know who I am?
Yes, I receive reports on all newly arrived dignitaries and notable people.
What's your name? What do you do here?
My name is Safiria. I'm the
Safiria,
administrative
huh?
assistant for the embassies.
You seem to be distracted.
The embassies are the hub of all Citadel politics. When you represent trillions of citizens, it tends to get a little busy.
Yeah.
What is this place?
This is the Presidium. More specifically, you are at the Citadel embassies. If you have more questions, please access Avina.
For someone who has such an important job, I'm glad that you take the time to be polite to the people you encounter. Because it would be very easy to just
I should be going now.
have an
Have a
attitude.
pleasant day.
You too. Solarians tend to live only about 60 years in terms of, like, Earth's orbit around the sun. Ah, the Krogans. You don't see many Krogans on the Citadel because
That's nothing.
they see...
I've had my office rearranged 5
Oh, you're talking about the Keepers.
5 times? Why? What do they want?
How should I know? It's not like Keepers offer an explanation for what they're doing.
Yet, everyone just lets them go on doing whatever it is they do.
What choice do we have? If you try to stop them, they just shut down and another one replaces it.
Just strange that we know so little about them.
Not to mention frustrating.
What was I going to say? Oh yeah, Krogans aren't usually...
Welcome.
Oh, hi.
I'm
I keep
Nilina.
getting interrupted. I'm trying to talk.
I don't recognize you as one of our expected clients today. Would you like me to see when the consort will be able to meet with you?
Can't I just go in?
I'm afraid not. Yeah, you must understand there are many who seek the consort services. But if you wish to leave your name, she'll make every effort to meet with you.
Commander Shepard, with the Alliance Navy.
Excellent. You should hear something in 3 or 4 months.
Hey, that's not a bad wait
What do you do here,
for something
Nolina?
like this.
I'm one of the consort's acolytes. Many of the people here today will not see the consort, but they expect to be attended to just the same. It's our job to ensure that they leave contented.
What exactly do you attend to?
Well, each acolyte has her unique abilities. Some soothe with song, others with conversation. As much as possible, we seek to match the needs of our clients to the skills of our acolytes. My specialty is touch. My fingertips can find every tension point in your body and relieve it.
It's like a psychological massage.
I'd like to try out your services.
Excellent.
What's with that
I'll
smirk?
add you to our client list. We should be able to see you in 3 or 4 months.
Nobody's worth that much of a wait.
Hey, that's not what I said.
Well, that's not for me to judge. I have your name and you'll be contacted. Is there anything else?
I think I'm done here.
Oh, well, I hope you'll return again in the future. We always enjoy seeing new clients.
Nalina.
Yes, Shaira?
Send the commander up to see me. I wish to speak with him.
Haha! Skip the wait.
Yes, of course, mistress.
I don't think this framing is necessary.
Huh. It appears the consort has taken notice of you. She'd like to meet with you now.
Where do I go?
Just head upstairs. She'll be waiting for you.
Nobody really knows what the Asari actually look like because their physical appearance is based off the species looking at them. So Solarians would see something more Solarian. We see them as this, because it's the closest equivalent. It's like they have this weird mental manipulation thing going on. They're all about, I don't know about telepathy, but like telekinetic stuff. Psychics, that's it. They're a very psychic race. Species, race. Hello, Shaira. What is this? What is the purpose of this? It doesn't look like you can sit in there.
I've heard a great many things about you since your arrival here in our Citadel.
What exactly do you do?
That depends on your needs. I offer advice to some, comfort to others. I have a certain problem that could use your expertise.
Okay.
Maybe I can help.
I have a friend, Septimus, a retired Turian general. I won't discuss the details, but he wanted me to be more than I could be. We had a falling out. Now he spends his days in Korra's den, drinking and spreading lies about me. If you would speak to him as a fellow soldier, I believe he will listen to you and let the matter be.
What happened between you?
I respect his privacy too much to go into the details. If he wishes to tell you what happened, that is his prerogative.
All right.
What exactly do you want me to tell him?
Appeal to his sense of honor. Remind him of his position as a general. If you can convince him to stop spreading lies about me, I would be very grateful.
All right.
Now I must ask you to take your leave. I have many clients waiting to see me.
Hello, it's one of the Hanar. They are very interesting.
Ah, human. This one is greatly pleased to see you here in my decadent emporium.
Who are you?
This one's face name is Delaninder, though many in this place simply refer to it as Delan. Please take time to examine the fine goods it has for purchase, all of great worth.
The Hanar have two names. They have their like public name, and then they have their personal name that they only share with like real close friends and family.
Show
See
me
what you
your items.
have.
Oh, this one is pleased to do so, human. You will not be disappointed.
Standard items. Hello, Barlavon.
What's this? One of the Earth Clan. Ah, a very famous one, yes? You are the one called Shepherd. It is a great honor to welcome the heroes of the Blitz.
You've got me at a disadvantage here.
Forgive me, Earth Clan. My name
He's
is
an
Barlavon.
agent of the
My
broker.
job makes it necessary for me to keep informed. I am a financial advisor to many important clients here on the Citadel. When
Oh, is
someone
that your
as
cover
important
story?
as yourself arrives on the station, I take notice.
Tell me more about your job.
Galactic finance is incredibly complex. A mix of laws and regulations from dozens of
only imagine.
interstellar economies. I'm an expert in how all these economies interact. For a fee, I share my expertise.
You must make a lot of money then.
I also offer premium services for those clients who need someone to conduct business without drawing unwanted attention. Discreet and efficient. That's my motto.
Sounds pretty shady.
Everything I do falls completely within the bounds of interstellar commerce law.
Is this legal?
Even
It's
so,
not
many
illegal.
of my clients would prefer their transactions remain undisclosed. For example, suppose a Hanar ambassador was petitioning the council to reduce tariffs on Hanar goods. How would it look if he had money invested in a Hanar exporting company? Even if his true motives were to help his people, he would be accused of advancing the petition for his own personal gain. I can keep his personal finances private.
Still sounds shady to me.
Then we can only hope you will never be cursed with a large enough fortune to require my services.
Yeah, I don't think an Alliance commander salary is enough to worry about.
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
Goodbye. Garrus Vakarian!
Saren's hiding something. Give me more time. Stall them.
Stall the council? Don't be ridiculous. Your investigation is over, Garrus.
Commander Shepard, Garrus Vakarian. I was the officer in charge of the CSEC investigation into Saren.
Who were you just talking to?
That was Executor Palin, head of Citadel
Palin.
Security, my boss. He'll be presenting my findings on Saren to the council.
Sounds like you really want to bring him down.
I don't trust him. Something about him rubs me the wrong way. But he's a Spectre. Everything he
Good
touches is
reason.
classified. I can't find any hard evidence.
I think the council's ready for us, Commander.
Good luck, Shepard. Maybe they'll listen to you.
Nah, they won't. Well, probably not. I like you, Garrus.
Don't be ridiculous. The Volus won't be joining the council for years.
I'm not so sure. The humans are making a strong push, and you can bet the Volus will be right on their coattails if they succeed.
Allowing the humans to join us is a sound strategic move. But the Volus? No. The Hanar are likely to be next, then the Elcor.
You may be right, though the Hanar need to lighten up a bit first.
You just don't like them because you have trouble understanding them.
Hello,
Hearing's
Captain
already
Anderson.
started. Come on.
Yeah, I had to take like 2 detours. I bought some things, I visited the
The Geth
consort.
attack is a matter of some concern, but there is nothing to indicate Saren was involved in any way.
The investigation by Citadel Security turned up no evidence to support your charge of treason.
An eyewitness saw him kill Nihilus in cold blood.
We've read the Eden Prime reports, Ambassador. The testimony of one traumatized dock worker is hardly compelling proof.
I resent these accusations.
Yeah,
Nihilus was a fellow Spectre.
You literally
and a friend.
look evil,
That
dude.
just let you catch him off guard.
Captain Anderson, you always seem to be involved when humanity makes false charges against me. And this must be your protege, Commander Shepard. The one who let the beacon get destroyed.
The mission to Eden Prime was top secret. The only way you could know about the beacon was if you were there.
With Nihilus gone, his files passed on to me. I read the Eden Prime report. I was unimpressed. But what can you expect from a human?
Saren despises humanity. That's why he attacked Eden Prime.
Your species needs to learn its place, Shepard. You're not ready to join the Council. You're not even ready to join the Spectres. He has no right to say that. That's not his decision.
Shepard's admission into the Spectres is not the purpose of this meeting.
This meeting has no purpose. The humans are wasting your time, Counselor, and mine.
Saren's hiding behind his position as a Spectre. You need to open your eyes.
What we need is evidence. So far, we've seen nothing.
There is still one outstanding issue. Commander Shepard's vision. It may have been triggered by the beacon.
Are we allowing dreams into evidence now? How can I defend my innocence against this kind of testimony?
I agree. Our judgment must be based on facts and evidence, not wild imaginings and reckless speculation.
Do you have anything else to add, Commander Shepard?
You've made your decision. I won't waste my breath.
I love how the
The Council
Turians
has
are
found no evidence of any connection between
cat-coded.
Saren and the Geth. Ambassador, your petition to have him disbarred from the Spectres is denied.
I'm glad to see justice was served.
Silence, you fool!
This meeting is adjourned.
You blew it. Don't look at me like that. Why are you giving me the attitude and that expression, dude?
It was a mistake bringing you into that hearing, Captain. You and Saren have too much history. It
You're
made
a
the
mistake.
Council question our motives.
I know Saren. He's working with the Geth for one reason. To exterminate the entire human race. Every colony we have is at risk. Every world we control is in danger. Even Earth isn't safe.
Tell me about this history between you and Saren.
I worked with him on a mission a long time ago. Things went bad. Real bad. We shouldn't talk about this here. But I know what he's like. And he has to be stopped.
What's our next step?
As a Spectre, he's virtually untouchable. We need to find some way to expose him.
What about Garrus, that CSEC investigator? We saw him arguing with the Executor.
That's
Who
right.
said they were
He was
arguing?
asking for more
I
time
know,
to finish
it's
his
more of an
report.
argument.
Seems like he was close to finding something on Saren.
Any idea where we could find him?
Probably CSEC.
I have a contact in CSEC who can help us track Garrus down. His name is Harkin.
Forget it. They suspended Harkin last month, drinking on the job. I won't waste my time with that loser.
You won't have to. I don't want the Council using your past history with Saren as an excuse to ignore anything we turn up. Shepard will handle this.
You can't just cut Captain Anderson out of this investigation.
The ambassador's right. I need to step aside.
I need to take care of some business. Captain, meet me in my office later.
Harkin's probably getting drunk at Cora's Den. It's a dingy little club in the lower section of the wards.
Maybe there's another way to find evidence against Saren.
You should talk to Barla Vaughn over in the financial district. Rumor has it he's an
Shadow
agent for the
broker.
Shadow Broker.
The
Couldn't
Shadow
remember the
Broker?
first one. You
An
shut up!
information dealer. Buys and sells secrets to the highest bidder. I've heard
That
Barla
was a
Vaughn's
little
one of the
aggressive,
top
I
representatives.
apologize.
He might know something about Saren, but his information won't come cheap.
You and Saren have a history. What happened?
About 20 years ago, I was part of a mission in the Skillian Verge. I was working with Saren to find and remove a known terrorist
20
threat.
years ago.
Saren eliminated his target, but a lot of people died along the way. Innocent people. And the official
Bro
records
doesn't care
just
about collateral
covered
damage.
it all up. But I saw how he operates. No conscience. No hesitation. He'd kill 1,000 innocent civilians to end a war without a second thought.
Killing innocents doesn't end wars, it causes them.
Generational
I know how the
trauma,
world works,
the cycle of violence.
Sometimes you're forced to make unpleasant decisions. But only if there's no other way. Saren doesn't even look for another option. He's twisted, broken. He likes the violence, the killing. And he knows how to cover his tracks.
Killing innocents doesn't end
Okay,
wars.
I know, but only if
Why
there's no
am I
other
able
way.
to say that again?
Saren doesn't even look for another option. He's twisted.
I should go.
Good luck, Shepard.
Yeah, let me just
I'll be
interrupt
over in
you
the
real
ambassador's
fast.
office if you need anything else.
That's nice. +2 Paragon points. Could I have gotten both Paragon and Renegade points if I'd said the so would I option? Oh, hi! Chorbin, is it?
What? Oh, no, I wasn't. Never mind. Yes, is there something you want?
You're not in trouble.
Why are
I
you so
genuinely
interested
want to
in
help
the
you.
Keepers?
Keepers? I've got no interest in the keep.
Don't get coy. I know what I saw.
I'm not so sure I should be talking to you about this.
We're just talking. Is there something wrong with that?
No. I guess it wouldn't hurt to tell you. I'm using a small scanner to gather readings on the Keepers. So far I've had mixed results. I find it difficult to get near the creatures.
Why were you being so secretive about it, though?
Well, technically we're not supposed to disturb the Keepers. I don't really think my scanning disturbs them, but the authorities might disagree.
I mean, it's still
I'd like to do it more
functioning.
openly, but it's not really worth getting arrested over.
I will
I
help.
could help you out. I'm not worried about the authorities.
I don't even know who you are.
I'm Commander Shepard, with the Alliance military.
Well, I suppose I could use the help. You'll need this. It's the scanning device I developed. Activate it each time you see a keeper. All collected data will automatically upload to my database. I'll even send a few credits your way for each unique scan.
What are you doing with the data once you've scanned it?
Trying to learn whatever I can about the keepers.
They are
We
very
see them working
secretive
everywhere,
race.
yet we know so little about them. I'm a scientist. I want to know what makes them tick.
I should get going then.
Yes, I have much work myself. So long, and good luck with the scanning.
Yes. I think I can actually scan this first one. I leveled up! Let's go! What am I going to put the points into this time? Alright, Caden. There we go. No. Oh, Barla.
Is there anything I can do for you today, Commander?
I need
I've heard you work for the Shadow Broker. Do you have any information
Yeah,
about
just come
Sarah?
right out and say it, dude.
You're very blunt, Shepard. But you're right. I am an agent for the Shadow Broker. And I do know something about
Told
Saren.
you.
I hear your information can be expensive.
Normally, this information would cost a small fortune. But these are exceptional circumstances. So I am going to give it to you for free.
How kind of you.
What's the catch?
There is no catch. The Shadow Broker is quite upset with Saren right now. They used to do a lot of business, until Saren turned on him.
Saren betrayed him. Imagine that.
No matter what you think of Saren, he's not stupid. He knows the Shadow Broker is a valuable ally. Turning on him doesn't make sense. Not unless something huge was at stake. I don't know the details, but the Shadow Broker hired a freelancer to deal with it. A Krogan mercenary.
Ooh, Krogan mercenary.
How do I find him?
I heard he was paying Citadel security a visit. If you hurry, you can probably catch him before he leaves the C-Sec Academy.
Isn't it strange that a Krogan would want to speak with C-Sec?
Very. However, I doubt the visit was entirely his choice.
Can't imagine
You'll need
why.
to speak with him if you want to know more.
Thanks for the info.
My pleasure.
I am very, very happy that I get to speak with him. Ah, the Hanar preacher?
This one believes it has the right to move freely through this area.
But you don't have a license to...
Do you desire
preach
to learn
about
of the Enkindlers?
The Enkindlers.
Or has the Honorable C-Sec officer enlisted assistance?
Why is the C-Sec officer harassing you?
The C-Sec officer requests that this one purchase an evangelical permit to spread the truth of the Enkindlers.
If that's all the C-Sec officer wants, why not just buy the permit?
The truth of the Enkindlers is universal. This one humbly believes that the truth should not be suppressed. Exacting payment as a means of imposing limits upon the truth is an abrogation of this one's religious
Abrogation,
freedom.
that's an interesting word.
So you're breaking the law by preaching without a permit right now?
The C-Sec officer states that preaching in this place is forbidden, and preaching anywhere on the Citadel requires a permit. This one humbly submits that it is not preaching to state the truth of the Enkindlers, and thus no permit should be necessary.
I mean, you are spreading your religion. That sounded way more, like, aggressive than I wanted it to.
Who are the Enkindlers?
Your people
I
know
don't know
them
how to
as the
phrase that.
Protheans. They are the true creators of this one's people. The Enkindlers raised the Hanar from ignorance into consciousness by granting this one's people the gift of speech.
Let me talk to the C-Sec officer. Perhaps I can explain the situation.
This one would be most grateful for the assistance.
Hello.
That Hanar refuses to listen to reason. Why can't it act in an orderly and lawful manner?
An orderly and lawful manner.
Are there laws being broken here?
I am not unreasonable.
The Hanar is free to spew its nonsense once it purchases an evangelical permit.
So if the Hanar gets a permit, it's allowed to preach?
No. Registered evangelicals must follow regulations. There are specific areas where preaching is legal. Failure to follow the regulations results in the forfeiture of the license.
Interesting.
What's the purpose behind the evangelical permits?
Forcing religious evangelicals to register for a permit weeds out undesirables. It keeps the area safe.
Cult members.
The Citadel is too important to become a battleground for a religious war.
If you'd like, I could talk to the Hanar for you.
I have argued with the stubborn jelly all afternoon. You are certainly welcome to try.
Has the CSEC officer been assuaged?
Is this really how you want to represent the Enkindlers?
The truth of the Enkindlers must be made known. They gave the Hanar language, and gave the universe the mass relays.
Like, gave the galaxy
This one
the mass
only wishes
relays.
to spread the truth to any who will listen. There is no intent to cause trouble.
Is this how the Enkindlers would want you to use this gift of consciousness?
The Enkindlers would wish for their message to be spread to all sentient races.
The Enkindlers wouldn't wish their message to be spread by breaking society's laws.
I don't think you guys have
This
the
one
right
hears wisdom.
idea of how the
Perhaps
Prothean
enthusiasm has
society
clouded
works.
judgment in this matter. This one departs now, and will not intrude upon the Presidium again.
I could have just bought the permit. Oh, here it is.
In light
Don't
of
worry,
the
I
recent attack on Eden
found
Prime,
the elevator
many
to see
colonial investors are pulling their support for future projects.
No.
Proponents of expanded human
I can skip
colonization
this? Why would I
insist
want
that
that?
Eden Prime was an isolated case. Nevertheless, colonist enrollment has dropped sharply.
I can't blame them.
Many colonial proposals are on hold until backers have some reassurance that human colonies will be adequately protected.
Alright, we're here to see Garrus and Urdnot Rex. Hi. How are
Witnesses
you?
saw you making threats in Fist's bar. Stay away from him.
I don't take orders from you.
This is your only warning, Rex.
You should warn Fist. I will kill him.
You want me to arrest you?
I want you to try.
Do you think you can take on a Krogan?
Go on. Get out of here.
Wow.
Yes, human.
I'm trying to bring down Saren. Barlavon said to talk to you.
Barlavon is a wise man. We may share a common goal, human.
Enlighten me.
I like you a lot, Rex.
I've been hired to kill the owner of Korra's den, a man named Fist. He did something very foolish.
He betrayed the Shadow Broker.
A Quarian showed up here on the Citadel. She was on the run. She wanted to trade information for a safe place to hide, so she went to Fist. He promised to arrange a meeting between her and the Shadow Broker. Instead, he contacted Saren.
What does Saren have to do with this?
Well, the Quarian has something that connects Saren to the Geth. He paid Fist a small fortune for her.
If we get our hands on that evidence, we can prove that Saren's a traitor. The Council will have to listen to us.
Where's the Quarian now?
Last I heard, Fist still had her. Probably somewhere inside his club. You help me kill
I could
Fist,
listen to him talk all day.
I want to know more about your employer.
Can't tell you much. All I got was a coded message with the details of the job. Standard procedure.
What about Garrus, that Turian? He wants to take Saren down too.
He might come in handy.
He was here just before you showed up. Said he was going to follow up a lead on his investigation. Wanted to speak to the doctor at the med clinic.
Move out.
Wait, no. Add to squad. Yes, you, Ashley Williams, are staying behind. I will not take you anymore, especially now that I have Rex. And we have a very balanced squad comp, too. There, I'm okay with that.
Every time I visit the Citadel, CSEC brings me here for a friendly chat.
Why are you turning away from me? You're so handsome. Anyway, I need to go visit a doctor.
I'm surprised you're willing to fight Krogan, Rex. I thought you'd stand with your own.
Anyone who fights us is either stupid or on Saren's payroll. Killing the latter is business. Killing the former is a favor to the universe.
Oh, so I was kind of in the right place.
Do you really think we'll find him down here?
Who are you talking
always
about?
Stops in for a few games of Quasar before he makes his drop.
Fist is gonna be pissed if we take down his supplier.
That's the
Well,
point.
Fist won't have to worry
You
about
want him
anything
angry.
soon.
Angry people make mistakes.
There's just something about Fist that makes me nervous.
Good.
Let me join
He's a
in.
dangerous man. And keep your eyes peeled for our mark.
Are you stuck, Rex? I think he's stuck.
First time I was here, I dropped a bundle in the casino.
Yeah, he's stuck.
Got so mad I put my fist through one of the machines.
That's cute.
A Solarian excavation team has run into an unexpected problem after unearthing a Prothean dig site. Hanar protesters have blockaded the dig site, claiming that artifacts of the Enkindlers, as the Hanar call them, should not be disturbed. The excavation team has appealed to Hanar representatives on the Citadel to reach a diplomatic solution.
What was that? Hello, Emily Wong. I have mixed emotions about you.
I'm Emily Wong. I'm an investigative journalist working here on the Citadel. Could I have a moment of your time?
What do you need?
I've been hunting for evidence of corruption and organized crime on the Citadel, but there are places I can't go. I was hoping you might share anything you find during your own investigation. I can make it worth your time.
Are you gonna slander me in the future?
How do you
at
know
all?
that my investigation is going to uncover anything you need?
You wouldn't be investigating if it weren't big. And if it's big, it's something I'd like to hear about.
You've got to have access to better sources. Why contact me?
I'm using every source I can find, but I think I've got a better shot with you. I've read your file. If anyone is going to uncover corruption here, it's the hero of the Skillian
Is my
Blitz.
file just open for public access on the galactic net or something?
How do you know I'm investigating anything here on the Citadel?
I'm a good journalist, Commander Shepard. Word gets around.
We'll
No
see.
promises. But if I find anything relating to your case, I'll inform you.
Thank you, Commander. You won't regret it.
That went rather well.
People always complain that the wards are too crowded, but I never have any problem. Everybody gives me plenty of space.
I don't see why. Alright, you ready for this, boys? Open!
I didn't tell anyone, I swear.
That was smart, Doc. Now if Garrus comes around, you stay smart. Keep your mouth shut or we'll... Who are you? Let her go.
Bang, bang!
Ah!
I don't think that doctor can treat gunshot wounds to the head. I think that's it. Oh, yoink.
Perfect timing, Shepard. Gave me a clear shot at that bastard.
You took him down clean.
Sometimes you get lucky. Dr. Michelle, are you hurt?
No, I'm okay. Thanks to you. All of you.
I know those men threatened you, but if you tell us who they work for, we can protect you.
They worked for Feast. They wanted to shut me up. Keep me from telling Garrus about the Quarian.
The one I told you about, Shepard.
She must be able to link Saren to the Geth. There is no way the Council can ignore this.
Time we paid Fist a visit.
Yep.
This is your show, Shepard. But I want to bring Saren down as much as you do. I'm coming with you.
You're a Turian. Why do you want to bring him down?
Bro, you can't just
I
say
couldn't
that.
find the proof I needed in my investigation, but I knew what was really going on. Saren is a traitor to the Council and a disgrace to my people.
You made your
Welcome
case.
aboard, Garrus.
Fist is going to be waiting for us. When we hit him, we better hit him hard.
Oh, 100%. Add to squad. Very little biotic strength, but high combat. Except. Assault rifles. Is there anything else in here? Oh, I could have shot that and it would have exploded, I think. Okay. It said to observe the nebula, but like... It didn't do anything? It gave me 12 experience points. Conrad.
Is that really...
Who are you?
What? You're Commander Shepard, the hero of Eden Prime. I am so honored to meet you.
Nice to meet you. And you are?
My name is Conrad. Conrad Werner. They say you killed more than 100 Geth on Eden Prime.
They say a lot of things. I was too busy killing them to count.
Hey, I know you're probably busy, but do you have time for a quick autograph?
Sure, I guess. You're not going to try and steal my identity.
Anything for a
Why
fan.
was it squishy
Here.
sounding?
Thanks. I really appreciate it. My wife is going to be so impressed. I'll let you get back to work. But next time you're on Earth, I'd love to buy you a drink. Thanks again.
You're welcome? Can I go this way? I can? Where does this go? Hi. Moreland? Who are you?
Hello there. Welcome to Moorland's famous shop. You want many good supplies, yes?
Let me see what you have.
Why do you look like you're trying to
Well, you
intimidate
will be
them and
pleased,
also
I think.
failing terribly?
Very good things I have. You will see.
I went a direction that I was not initially intending to. Whoa.
Fist knows we're coming.
How do I? Nope, wrong thing. Left bumper, that's it. Oh. Whoa! You do not mess with the sniper rifles in this game. Can I hit him with overload? That worked. I don't think you're going to be able to shoot through that.
I will destroy you.
Garrett, or Rex, please move. My shields are almost... Oh no, they are down. Okay. I'm regenning health. Hey, it's a Krogan! Krogans have very increased health regen capabilities. Goodbye. Hey, I leveled up. There's two more in here. That's nice. Now there is the dude that I'm supposed to talk to in here, but I have to come back later for this. Because they cleared the place out. Give me this. Open sesame.
Stop right there! Don't come any closer! Warehouse workers. All the real guards must be dead.
Stay back or we'll shoot. This would be a good time to find somewhere else to work.
Yeah, right. That's a good idea.
Yeah, I never liked Fist anyway.
Hey, get out of here. Go join a union or something.
It would have been quicker to just kill them.
Shooting people isn't always the answer.
A weapon locker? I'll be with you shortly, Fist. I almost pressed square. Glad I read the inputs.
Take cover! Wait! Don't kill me, I surrender!
Start
Tell
talking.
me where the Quarian is, and I won't have to shoot you in the kneecaps.
She's not here. I don't know where she is. That's the truth.
He's no use to you now. Let me kill him.
Wait. I don't know where the Quarian is, but I know where you can find her.
That's literally you knowing where she
Deal with the
is.
Shadow Broker himself.
Face to face? Impossible. Even I was hired through an agent.
I'm gonna let you kill him, Rex.
Nobody meets the Shadow Broker. Ever. Even I don't know his true identity. But she didn't know that. I told her I'd set a meeting up. But when she shows up, it'll be Saren's men waiting for her.
Tell me where that meeting is before I blow your lying head off.
Here on the wards, the back alley by the
back
markets.
alley that I went through.
She's supposed to meet them right now. You can make it if you hurry.
What are you doing? The Shadow Broker paid me to kill him. I don't leave jobs half done.
A lot of people died because of him. He had it coming. Now let's move. We have to save that Quarian.
Before it's too late. I need that, actually. 1 second. We'll be with you shortly. Chemical rounds. That's an upgrade for guns. Really? Oh, there is a timer. I got plenty of time. Open.
Look out!
Oh, there's still more. Go, shoot. I think I can just run past. At the very least, I can progress past them while killing them. Bang! Goodbye. I expected there to be people out here. It's this way. Open! Hello?
Did you bring it?
Where's the Shadow Broker? Where's Fist?
They'll be here. Where's the evidence?
Bro.
No way. The deal's off.
Are you wearing chainmail on your helmet? Womp. You're terrible at that, dude. Can I scan this keeper or have I already
Set
done
me
that?
up.
Hey,
I knew
Tali.
I couldn't trust him.
Were you hurt in the fight?
I
What
know
happened
how
to you
look
two?
after myself. Not that I don't appreciate the help. Who are you?
My name's Shepard. I'm looking
My
for
name's
evidence
Commander
to prove
Shepard.
Saren's a traitor.
Then I have a chance to repay you for saving my life. But not here. We need to go somewhere safe.
We could take her to the human embassy. Your ambassador will want to see this anyway.
Yes. Hey, I don't have to go all the way back there, I don't think.
You're not
Yes.
making my life easy, Shepard. Firefights in the wards, an all-out assault on Korra's den. Do you know how many...
Shut up.
Who's this?
I timed that perfectly. I didn't
Quarian?
even intend to.
What are you up to, Shepard?
This Quarian can help us bring down Saren. I would have told you that if you hadn't jumped down my throat.
I apologize, Commander.
Good.
This whole
I
thing with
accept that
Saren
apology.
has me a bit on edge. Maybe we should just start at the beginning, Miss...
Talizora
My name is Tali. Talizora Naraya.
We don't see many Quarians here. Why did you leave the flotilla?
I was on my pilgrimage. My rite of passage into adulthood.
I've never heard of this before.
It is a tradition among my people. When we reach maturity, we leave the ships of our parents and our people behind. Alone, we search the stars, only returning to the flotilla once we have discovered something of value. In this way, we prove ourselves worthy of adulthood.
What kinds of things do you look for?
It could be resources like food or fuel, or some type of useful technology, or even knowledge that will make life easier on the flotilla. Through our pilgrimage, we prove that we will contribute to the community, rather than being a burden on our limited resources.
Tell us what you found.
During my
If you would
travels, I began hearing reports of Geth. Since they drove my people into exile, the Geth have never ventured beyond the Veil. I was curious. I tracked a patrol of Geth to an uncharted world. I waited for one to become separated from its unit. Then I disabled it and removed its memory core.
I thought the Geth fried their memory cores when they died. Some kind of defense mechanism.
How did you manage to preserve the memory core?
My people created the Geth. If you're quick, careful, and lucky, small caches of data can sometimes be saved. Most of the core was wiped clean.
What's that noise?
But I salvaged something from its audio banks.
Eden Prime was a major victory. The beacon has brought us one step closer to finding the conduit.
Conduit?
That's Saren's voice. This proves he was involved in the attack.
He said Eden Prime brought him one step closer to finding the conduit. Any idea what that means?
The conduit must have something to do with the beacon. Maybe it's some kind of Prothean technology. Like a weapon.
Wait, there's more. Saren wasn't working alone.
Eden Prime was a major victory. The beacon has brought us one step closer to
Omni-tools
finding
are
the
very
conduit.
And one step closer to the return of the Reapers.
I do believe that's an Asari voice.
I don't recognize that other voice, the one talking about Reapers.
I feel like I've heard that name before.
According to the memory core, the Reapers were a hyper-advanced machine race that existed 50,000 years ago. The Reapers hunted the Protheans to total extinction, and then they vanished. At least, that's what the Geth believe.
Sounds a little far-fetched.
The vision on Eden Prime. I understand it now.
Are you sweating or something?
I saw the
Also,
Protheans
you're
being
rubbing your
wiped
face
out
on
by the
something,
Reapers.
either ceramic or
The
metal.
Geth revere the Reapers as gods,
something.
the pinnacle of non-organic life. And they believe Saren knows how to bring the Reapers back.
The Council is just going to love this.
The Reapers are a threat to every species in Citadel space.
They're not
We have
gonna
to tell
listen because the council.
No matter what they think about the rest of this, those audio files prove Saren's a traitor.
The captain's
disconnected
right.
my headset.
We need to present this to the Council right away.
What about her? The Quarian?
My name is Tali. You saw me in the alley, Commander. You know what I can do. Let me come with you.
I thought you were on your pilgrimage.
The pilgrimage proves we are willing to give of ourselves for the greater good. What does it say about me if I turn my back on this? Saren is a danger to the entire galaxy. My pilgrimage can wait.
Welcome aboard.
I'll take all the help I can get.
Thanks. You won't regret this.
Anderson and I will go ahead to get things ready with the Council. Take a few minutes to collect yourself, then meet us in the tower.
Alright, unfortunately that's all the time I have left for this episode. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, consider liking and subscribing. And hopefully I'll see you next time. Goodbye.
I don't think you bought this here. I don't sell this model.
Look, I know it was you. I remember your face.
Really, that's impressive. Usually you humans can't tell one Turian from another.
This was the place. Now, are you gonna give me a refund or not?
Do you have your proof of purchase?
What? No, I don't think you ever gave me one.
I'm sorry, man. I can't help you.
But, what do you...
Can't help you.